Data is India's most powerful healthcare asset. We must protect it, analyze it, and use it to transform care. Dr. Sharan Shivraj Patil. At CII Karnataka Healthcare Conclave 2025, Dr. Sharan Shivraj Patil, Chairman Sparsh Group of Hospitals, highlights the role of data sovereignty and technology in building a robust, affordable, and scalable healthcare ecosystem. Confederation of Indian Industry, CII, organized a day-long Karnataka Healthcare Conclave 2025. Prominent experts and Karnataka Health Minister Shri Dinesh Gundu Rao addressed the conclave. Speaking at the CII Karnataka Healthcare Conclave 2025, in the presence of Karnataka Health Minister Shri Dinesh Gundu Rao, Dr. Sharan Shivraj Patil, Chairman of Sparsh Group of Hospitals. We must protect our data, analyze it locally, and build AI and healthcare protocols that are rooted in the Indian reality, said Dr. Patil in his keynote address. If we train our AI on Western data, we are outsourcing our future. We need Indian AI trained on Indian cases. Indian genetics, Indian diets, Indian hygiene challenges, they demand Indian solutions, he said.
Have an enormous impact. Take anything. I keep saying about the example of giving, the air, what is it called? The internet connectivity to the very subsidized cost at which we gave different operators of the Airtels and the Spice and all of these people use the airways, which we gave it for very less price from the government of India as a policy. Look at what it has done to this country. We are the most internet savvy country in the world. Every person has got access to internet. Nowhere else in the world it's possible. That was one great government decision to subsidize the price of having the airways in this country. And such is a large impact with one great policy, and that's the power. Private players obviously are private players. We don't work without profits. That's a given. If a platform is given, the private players have competition. It's not a monopoly. The pricing takes care of itself. And they will work for profits, but they are the executors. With the platforms, what the government can give, they can execute wonderful things. And this has to be with the buy-in of the citizens, because they are the enablers. If all this chemistry, see, the moment we think private players make money and that's why they should not be encouraged, we do it ourselves, also doesn't work. The government and the private players have to play this together. When we play this together, that's when wonderful things happen, because everybody has got their role. Micromanagement is not the prowess of the government. Macromanagement is the prowess of the government. Micromanagement, competitive world, delivering everything will happen only with... See, these are examples. How was internet born? Internet is nothing but a military part of the US. When they gave it to private players, today everybody is riding on this. It's changed the world completely. GPS was US military power. When they made it accessible to the private people and they put it out there, I can't imagine how people lived without GPS. How did people reach anywhere they wanted to? How did people, Ubers and Zomatos and millions of things are riding on this. Exactly the same what Nandan Nilankini did with us. The Aadhaar cards, the digital pathways, what we have got at this moment are so amazing. So many applications, so many things are happening. This is what I'm saying. Government has to think much bigger than small things, and they need to have brave decisions, brave policies which will change the game. And we have to be partners. Medical tourism. We can be a phenomenal destination for medical tourism if it is a state policy. We earn so much of foreign exchange, and we build hospitals to be of international standard because we have to cater to the people from all over the world. When we do that, same infrastructure is used for our own people, naturally. So our quality goes up, our efficiency goes up, our science keeps improving, because we are also earning money in foreign exchange that helps us import fantastic things. That's another matter. If India can do Make in India for India, and that kind of a policy is phenomenal, because we start a hospital, we did 3 hospitals in 1 year, 80% of our equipment is imported. I wish we could buy everything Indian. So much of opportunity to do all of this. Lastly, I say these are the four Qs. Quality, not just good, but consistent. And this is possible when we do it at scale, digitalize quality, measure it, and deliver it consistently in every part. And it's quantified, it's measured, because data can do that. We can see the outcomes, we can see how we can prevent problems before they happen. And quick access, rural or urban, tech is so universal. You can reach out, and the very few areas where we need to pull them out. If I can give the same quality of advice when they walk through my doors, same as what they can sit at home and do it, why should people travel from Jayanagar to Infantry Road? They can do it from home. That's possible. So you unburden the whole thing. And it has to be Indian contextualized. It has to be customized by us. Let Karnataka be the blueprint for India's healthcare transformation. The calling is, the future of healthcare is not imported. It has to be invented. Quality, affordability and accessibility cannot exist together has traditionally been a myth. This looks like an impossible trial. Quality feels like a luxury. Affordability often makes it subpar, and accessibility frequently lacks both. You people will agree with me. But for the first time, I should tell you, when I was growing up as a medical student, I always had this dilemma in mind. Joint replacements in orthopedics started in 1950s and 60s. Still, it's not accessible to most part of the world. The best of the surgical procedures, fantastic invention in medical science are there, but they're not accessible to most of the world. Should we take a pause and say no more further development in medical science, but deliver whatever we have to everybody? Does that make it more equitable? That's the dilemma I've always had. I guess we can't stop both. We need to become more accessible. At the same time, we need to keep improving and getting better. That's what life, human nature is, to see how we can push the boundaries. And for the first time, I'm optimistic. After all